action has already started with Jeff Jarrett in there against David Elder. And special commentator right out here with us today, the world heavyweight champion, Jerry the King Lawler. We got some action going, and Jeff looking very good, Jerry.
I thought I was Dave Brown there for a second, Lance, but I'll just occupy a seat here for a couple of seconds. As you said, yeah, you got Jeff. Well, oh, we almost spoke too soon. He was looking good. Oh, that went to backdrop. Jeff, he's rolled him into a small package. He may have him.
David Elder trying to give him quite a scrap in there, but Jeff had too much of it going for him. He just kept reversing all the moves on it and came out with a victory. And the time on that one was 1 minute and 39 seconds as Jeff Jarrett comes. Boy, you got your hardware here.
I got a lot of
with
hardware here, Lance. That's why I wanted to stop by here if I could for just a second and briefly explain what I was going to try to do in this situation as I can get all of these belts.
This is the brand new unification belt right there.
The brand new unified title, right. Lance, you know, I guess for the past, a number of years I've been wrestling right here in the course the Mid-South area for the CWA promotion, and a lot of people seem to think, you know, of course, a lot of people are watching this show in their own home city, of course, Memphis, Louisville, Nashville, Evansville, Indiana, all over the Mid-South. And a funny thing, like when I talk to some of the fans, maybe in Memphis, Tennessee, or when I talk to them in Louisville, Kentucky, a lot of times they don't realize that the wrestlers wrestle in cities other than just their own city. You know, I've had a lot of people in my hometown of Memphis say, "Oh, you wrestle in other parts of the country too? I thought you just wrestled here in Memphis on Monday nights." Well,
you wish.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It would be nice to only have to wrestle one time a week. And you know, but the fact of the matter is, and naturally, there are wrestling cards presented by the CWA and by Jarrett Promotion all over the Mid-South, virtually every night of the week.
That's true.
And just to be quite honest with you, the promoters would love to have me and, of course, their main wrestling stars wrestle on all of these cards if they could, because naturally they want to try to, you know, get as many people to come to the matches as possible. And I've had to in the past, you know, naturally you can't wrestle every night of the week, and I've had to try to limit my appearances, and of course as the years go along you try to cut down as much as you can and wrestle as infrequently as possible. But when I won this AWA championship back on May the 9th in 1988, well, all of a sudden then, you know, not only was I wrestling for the CWA area here in the Mid-South, then all of a sudden the AWA...
The obligations of the AWA.
The AWA promoters all of a sudden were on the phone every single day saying, "Hey, look, you got our world title. We need you to come to," I mean, just basically all over the country where they promoted. They said, you know, I've Winnipeg, Canada. I'm just trying to think of some of the places that I wrestled from. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Minneapolis,
South Dakota,
Minnesota. Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, South Dakota, all of these places. But I mean, you know, it was okay, I guess, for them to expect that, because, as I said, I was then representing the AWA.
That's
I had their title. Of course, still trying to wrestle here in the CWA area. Then back on December 13th, when we had the big unification title match, you know, I'm looking at this as a big step up in my career and that sort of thing, which it naturally has been. But then all of a sudden, when I win the world class title, then now all of a sudden you've got the CWA area, which is my home area, calling me, wanting me to wrestle places. You got the AWA promotion calling me, wanting me to wrestle in their towns because I have their title. Then the world class promoters are on the phone every day saying, "Well, now you have our title too. We need you to wrestle down in Texas. We need you in Houston. We need you in Dallas. We need you in all of these areas also to represent our organization."
Needs to be 3 of you, Jerry.
That would be a simple solution. So what the solution that hopefully I have come to, and hopefully this thing will work out, is they were gracious enough, both of these organizations, and the CWA and the CWF, all these organizations got together, and they had this unified world championship belt made, which is you know, so impressive, that I'm so proud of. No other wrestler in history has ever been able to accomplish something like this, and it is just that, a great accomplishment. I'm proud of it as I can be. So what I told the people at the AWA and World Class is, this is just my suggestion. If they do it, that's fine. If they don't, that's their business. But I think, and maybe you'll agree, that it might be a good idea. And as you can imagine how difficult it is carrying this much hardware around with you when you try to travel, because you can't
one of them's bad enough.
You can't check this stuff on an airplane, because if you lose your luggage, and you've lost about probably $20,000 worth of hardware here, as you want to call it. Anyway, so you try to carry this stuff through airports, and it's real difficult. I'm trying to shorten this up, Randy. I know you're wanting me to hurry along here. I'll do that. What I'm trying to say is, I called the AWA, I called World Class, and I told them, look, I now have the unified world title. I'm going to send this AWA belt back to the AWA. I'm going to send this world-class belt back to the world-class. And what I think would be a smart idea is if they would take the wrestlers in their organizations, have a tournament for each of these titles, and then just like the WWF has or like the NWA have a company champion. Have a guy who is the champion of the AWA and the champion of the world-class organization. Then when I bring the world championship into their area, whoever has this title would be the #1 contender in that area for the world championship. Yeah. And does that sound logical? Does that sound like a logical thing for me to do? Yeah. We don't have to lug all these belts around. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try to do, and hopefully we can get these the organizations to go along with that, and then that would be a way that they can have then championship matches in their own organizations, in their own regions, and I think everybody would be happy. I wouldn't be spread so thin, and I would be, as I said, automatically have some top contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship every time I go into the AWA or every time I go down into world class.
By golly, it sounds like a doggone good solution to me, Jerry, and you'd always have the unification belt as the one that everybody in the individual conference champions would be shooting for, and still have that.
Just like right here in the CWA, the CWA heavyweight champion, who is now Wendell Cooley, is considered the #1 contender for this world title in this organization.
That's correct. Okay, by golly.
Okay, I've taken up enough time, Lance. That's all.
We got to take a break. Appreciate the explanation and the conversation about it, Jerry. I hope it comes to pass. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right, we're about set to go with a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Now, hear the music. There he comes with a CWA title around his waist. Wendell Cooley, the Wildcat. Got a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up here against Rick Stone, 225 out of Nashville, Tennessee. Wendell at 226 out of San Antonio, Texas. 1-fall, 10-minute time limit non-title match. Jerry Calhoun says, let's get it going. Bell sounds and Wendell Cooley with a nice takedown. Puts Rick Stone on the mat in his first appearance on Championship Wrestling.
Want to get an opportunity, I hope, after this match. Wendell, who won the title from Phil Hickerson, and Wendell said, hey, I understood you said that was an upset. And I said, well, Wendell, I got to tell you, I considered it. Whoa, look at that side suplex. Bang, he knocks him down, and that is all she wrote. Think he isn't ready?
That was 34 seconds worth right there as Wildcat Wendell Cooley comes up with a victory here.
Hey, this is the guy. By golly, I want to tell you, we want to congratulate him, too, not only on the... Hey, come on. Just get him out. You already lost the match. Hey, Wendell, you don't have to monkey with a guy. Well, I guess he's going back in again today. Rick Stone was complaining about Cooley grabbing his tights, which we saw no evidence of. Big bulldog. He hammered him into the mat. 1, 2, 3. I think that pretty well solves it.
That's 2 wins in 54 seconds.
It took him 54 seconds for a total of both wins. Congratulations again. You could just keep doing this. Just get him out of here, Jerry. We don't need any more. What we want to do is take the chance right now to get the official congratulations to the man who beat Phil Hickerson and became the new CWA heavyweight title holder.
Sid Vicious.
Huh? Yeah, Sid Vicious. What I said.
Yeah.
What you just beat, boy? You really proud of that right there?
Hey,
you beat a boy been in the business about 2 weeks. Let me tell you something, Jack.
This is my interview time. They want to talk to me, not you, so why don't you carry yourself right on back to the back and let me go on with my business.
You might ask me something. You don't tell me nothing. You think you so good you just beat a jabroni, a punk, a boy been in the business about 2 weeks. I'll tell you what's going to happen when I get in the ring with you this week, buddy. I'm going to beat your brains out like a dog that you are.
Why don't you do as I ask you to do, because you're really irritating me. Why don't you just leave?
I don't have to leave, boy. Chew I stay anywhere he wants to.
To me, why don't you come on?
Hey. Oh, boy. Phil Hickerson, the former CWA champion.
He nails Bruno.
Shoe High is as he wants to be known as now, slams him from behind, bangs him down on the mat, and now it's hard for me not to say Hickerson. Phil Hickerson misses it. Cooley out of the way, went for the bulldog, and Hickerson slips out of the ring and down on the floor. You want him? There he is.
I'm going to beat you like that every time I see you. You couldn't run from me, you dog.
Oh, he's going to beat him like that every time he sees him, huh? I'm sure that that'll keep him awake all night long if you're going to be in that kind of a shape. Wendell Cooley, the CWA champion who took it from Sid Vicious, just got in the ring with a former CWA holder, Phil P.Y. Chuhai or whatever, and he took off.
Let me make this very short and simple. I'm going to kick your butt, boy, every time I see you.
Cooley took care of him, and I still want to make the official congratulations for Wendell winning it in there. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now is take a look at a little action that we've got coming up. Interesting story on the Dutch Mantell, Jerry the King Lawler battle. This started a long time ago, but the current one has to do with the World Heavyweight title when Dutch Mantell came in and said, I want a World Heavyweight title. Let's take a look at exactly what happened in that action.
I'm not going to give you no match, okay? Is that satisfied? Are you satisfied? You're not going to get a match. That's it.
Well, I'm going to get it one way or the other.
No, you ain't going to get it.
Come on, Dutch.
Oh, hey.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Hey, Dutch Mantell. Dutch Mantell, listen to me. Okay, you hear me? You want a match? You're going to get a match, brother. You're not going to do this and get away with it. Hey, I'm going to tell you something else, big man. I'm going to tell you this, and listen good, Dutch. I'm going to give you a match because I want you in the ring, and I'm going to kick your butt, but I ain't going to put no belts at stake. It ain't going to be a title match. I don't care what you say, but I'll give you your match.
Mantell grabs Lawler by the hair of the head. Let's see what he's going to do. Lawler now pushed him to the ropes. He misses with a clothesline with a whip. Lawler pounds him. Lawler's got the bull whip. Calhoun holding Lawler back. Calhoun still got Lawler, but Mantell's reaching. Mantell's got a chain. The Dutchman's got a chain. And he cold calks Lawler with a chain. Count of 1, 2, 3. He's beat Lawler.
Okay, now that was a non-title match, Dave, as you remember, and then they came about with the titles at stake, and boy, let me tell you one thing. It was Liberty Bowl brawl night, and they ended up in the middle of the South Carolina football players, well up into the Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, and the battle went on. Now, I must explain to you at this point that the referee had already counted both of them out of the ring because he had gotten tired of them battling all over and not staying in the ring, and he counted them both out, and the match was officially over with a double count out at this particular point. You can see Lawler stalking right in behind Mantell, and now Lawler comes in with a chair, and this one was a title match that ended in a double count out. And the referee trying to get him back. Mantell.
Okay, we're going to be back into the action here in just a moment. Coming up Wednesday night, Evans Coliseum. Boy, I am telling you, some kind of dynamite action. You're going to be seeing a CWA tag title match, a world heavyweight title match, a CWA heavyweight match. One of the bouts is going to involve Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden going against an outstanding team of Jeff Jarrett and Ricky Morton for the titles.
That's right, Lance. A lot of title matches, but the one I want to talk about is you, Robert Fuller, and you, Jimmy Golden. You got the CWA tag title belts, and that's something that myself and Ricky Morton are coming after. Last week, guys, you just barely got out of that match. Well, this week, me and Rick Morton are going to do everything in our power to get those belts. And, Ricky, it's going to be double duty for you, huh?
Sure got that right, Jeff. You know, it's always a pleasure to come back here to this area, Lance, because it's my first time to be on TV here in a long time. I'd like to tell all the nice fans, hi, hello, and come on down to Evansville, brother, because we got something in store for you. Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden's been running around and rough shotting everybody around here in this area. But you know one thing, Stud Stable, you hadn't met up with Jeff Jarrett and Rick Morton yet. And you're going to do that this Wednesday night, brother. We're going to show you what it's all about. Because if you put 50 cents in this jukebox, you better be ready to dance, because that's what we're coming there for. And then, like he said, double duty.
Yeah, there's a situation coming up here in a minute where you're going to end up as a special referee in that Lawler-Mantell thing.
I sure am, Lance. You know, that's puts you in a hard situation right here when you do this right here, because your decision means the world title. And I know when I step in that ring, I know Dutch Mantell real good, I know Jerry Lawler real good. But when I step in that ring, brother, it's going to be right down the line for the books. Whoever's the winner is the winner. I'm going to be the special referee. I was asked to do this, and I'm going to do it, Lance.
I'm telling you what, that's going to be a tough position to be right in the middle of. May come out with a couple of guys that don't care for you at all, Ricky. Well, but then that's the way it goes.
The way things happen, Lance. I've been there many times before. But like I said, when me and Jeff get there, baby, Evansville, Indiana, get it all tuned up. Because there ain't nothing better than rock and roll, and Jeff get Jared. It's solid gold rock and roll, baby. We'll see you in Evansville this week tonight.
Okay, we're ready to go with our next bout. Chris Frazier already in the ring. David?
Yes, indeed. This is going to be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. And coming in, a Dirty Dutchman. Dutch is
Dirty
not
Dutch
dressed.
Mantell is not dressed, Dave. Hey, Dutch, you got a match in the ring right here. You're out here in your street clothes.
I don't care what I got. I ain't wrestling. Lawler can come out here and talk, and you'll take time to talk to him. And I'm going to come out here and talk, too. I don't care what you say.
Look, Dutch, you see right here, Mantell, Frazier, the match is booked, and
hey, you know what you can do with that? You can fold it up and throw away, because I do what I want to do, because this man right here, whatever his name is not worthy of my attention. Lawler didn't wrestle, and I'm not wrestling on TV either. Put that in your pipe.
He wasn't scheduled to wrestle. You are scheduled to wrestle.
What are you going to do? You going to make me wrestle?
No, but I'll tell you one thing about it. If you don't feel like that you have the courage to get in the ring and wrestle when you're supposed to do, then we don't have time to interview you, and we've got nothing else to say to you in there.
What do you mean? You're talking I got to wrestle?
I'm telling you that you're scheduled to wrestle in here, and if you don't want to, okay, fine, that's all.
I'm not wrestling, Russell.
All right, I'll tell you what, look, we got a lot to do here. Would you start the count on him? Let's just count him outside of the ring. Come on, Jerry, we got a lot of show to do. If he doesn't feel like he wants to get in there, we'll just get on with the show.
Okay, if it's going to make you happy, all right. I'll
Not
go
a question of making. All
Mantell, boot to the midsection of Chris Frazier immediately as he stepped into the ring. Now with an upper arm, he puts Frazier down on the mat, goes for a cover immediately. Well, he got it. 14 seconds the time.
Okay, fine. You lived up to the album. Hey, listen, you just lived up to your
You can sit out here and talk to Lawler all day long like he's a god. I guess he thinks he's not going to lose that belt.
Well, all I can
come here for one thing, Russell.
I know what you
And that's what I come to get. I come to get the World's Heavyweight Championship off Jerry Lawler and on to me. And already they're calling it the last chance. They're saying, Dutch, if you don't take it this time, pal, you're out of luck. Well, yeah, I'm out of luck because I said I'm coming here for it. And if I don't get it, I'll take a walk on my own. But I want a special referee, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to eliminate one guy already.
You really want a lot, don't you?
I do.
Just exactly
I do.
what you
The
want.
world revolves around me, and that's exactly the way I look at it. It don't revolve around you.
I've really
It don't
noticed.
revolve around Jerry Lawler.
You used to be a halfway decent guy.
I'm
Now
still
you really...
no, you changed. I didn't change. You changed. And one guy I'm eliminating right now is Jerry Calhoun. Because I didn't used to believe it, but the promotion protects Jerry Lawler. They take care of him. They watch his opponents. They watch the referees. They take care of Jerry Lawler.
I've heard that old song so long, Dutch.
Jerry Calhoun protects him, and I'm not going in the ring with Jerry Calhoun as special referee.
Because if this is my... Jerry Calhoun's a good referee.
Well, in your opinion, don't mean nothing to me. Because in my opinion, I think he protects Lawler, and he'll do anything to keep their old friend.
Wait a minute, let me straighten something out, Lance, and to you too, Dutch. That's right. Me and Lawler are the best of friends. We went to school together. We played ball together. But we're the best of friends outside the ring. Once I get in that ring, I got a job to do. He's got a job to do. I do not show any favoritism, Dutch. I play right down the middle.
Let me say one thing right now. I know the whole history of you and Lawler, and it don't fly with me. So your objection has been overruled and you're dismissed because I didn't ask you to come out here in the first place. Now you can go back to that hole that you scampered out of and scram, because I want a special referee, and it's not going to be you, because if this is my last chance, I want a fair shake. And I can smell a rat when I see one. Lawler talking out here, he's going to give the AWA belt back. He's going to give the world. He'll do anything to keep him defending the belt. I guess when I called him a belt hog, he got to thinking about it and said, oh, my image is going to suffer. His image is going to suffer a lot when I put that belt around me. And I'm not going to give belts back because I'm going to take them off. So, Jerry Calhoun, you're eliminated. Now, scram, get out of here.
Let me tell you something. If you watched that film a while ago, if it wasn't for him grabbing that bullwhip, you wouldn't even be having a title shot. That's the only way you got to win in the first place.
Let me tell you another thing about you, Lawler. They said special referee. You know who they wanted as a special referee this match? Jackie Fargo.
Hey,
and you got to think
I said bring in a special referee.
But it ain't going to be Jackie Fargo, pal, because he's the one that helped you steal the belt in the first place. So I'm eliminating two guys right now, Calhoun, and I'm eliminating Jackie Fargo, by God.
Oh, I guess you're just running this show, huh? You're going to be the man that calls all the shots? Well, no, that ain't going to be the way it is, Dutch Mantell, because as you know, when you eliminated Jerry Calhoun, when you eliminated Jackie Fargo, you know who he suggested for a referee? Why don't you tell him who you suggested?
I'll tell you who I suggested. Since they threw those two at me, I suggested Austin Idol. You know what he said? He said, no.
Yeah, like I'm going to go in the ring with Austin Idol, a referee? You and Austin Idol like this? No way.
Lance, I know this is none of my business, but I want to come out here today. I've done it before, and I'm willing to do it again. Y'all guys are having trouble on who's going to referee. Well, I'll step in the ring and referee y'all's match, and I'll call it right down the line.
Hey, wait a minute. He started originally refereeing, and he is a capable referee.
You know what happened to him when he first refereed? He got the soup beat out of him, and he sucked soup through a straw for about 2 weeks in the hospital. Jeff, hey, y'all all good friends. Y'all all like family, man. I'm not stepping in and getting beat up front. You and your old man have known Jerry for, I don't know, 50,000 years.
Hey,
and you're eliminated, pal.
Let me tell you something.
Ixnay him. He's not refereeing it either. Hey, if it ain't going to be my way, it ain't going to be.
Well, let me tell you something. If you wasn't such a jerk, you might have a few friends, too.
Well, I guess you're covered up in friends, Lawler.
Maybe I am. Sounds to me like you don't even...
Come on, man. I've been up and down the road with you, Louisiana. I've wrestled him, wrestled you, and I really don't care who wins because I want to wrestle a winner. I'll do it right there in the middle, brother. Come on.
Fine with me. Oh, there you are. There's a good compromise. Certainly a capable guy right there. Bill Dundee.
Bill, wait a minute. This is my last chance, and if I don't take it, yeah, you look at it for the last time, pal. You ain't going to be looking at that next time you step in the ring with me. Bill, you've had trouble with Lawler. Lawler's had trouble with you, and me and you've had trouble back and forth, but you've teamed up with him on occasion, won the Southern Belt, and I think that I'm smelling a fish here. I'm going to have to eliminate Ixnay.
Hey, let me just ask you, do you want the match or not?
I think you want to wrestle him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, you know, that's what's the matter with Australians. They got a big fat mouth. I want you to do something to that hair. Shut up. Get out.
Come on, we got to show it.
Hey, you guys look like you're obviously having a lot of trouble deciding on somebody. Look, I hadn't been here that long, right? I'll referee, and I'll call it right down the middle, just like it goes. If it's okay with you,
let's get this settled. We've got a show to do here, and you're standing out here holding up, eliminating this one, eliminating
Okay, wait a minute. Let me talk to you a minute, Wendell. You're from Texas. I'm from Texas, and you know what this low-life egg-sucking dog done to a fellow Texan by us. Shut up, Jared. I didn't ask you. You know what he done to Kerry Von Erich. Now, I think us Texans should sort of fit together here. If you want to referee it, that's all fine with me. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay,
Let me set you straight first, Mr. Mantell. You may be from Texas, and I may be from Texas, and he may have won this belt from somebody from Texas, but I want to tell you one thing, pal. If you get out of line one time, or lay your hands on me one time in this match, I'll knock you out, and all he's got to do is cover you for the 3 count.
Wait a minute.
Somebody call it down.
Hey, Scratchy, no. Give it here. He's not going to be the ref. Why don't you just come out and say you're for Lawler?
I'm not for Jerry Lawler, and I'm not for
Well, the way you're talking, you are.
I'll cut it right down the middle,
Okay,
just like I see it.
Ixnay him, he's dismissed too. But before everybody leaves, I want to leave you with one thought. Hey, come on.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Mal. biggest malcontent I ever saw around here. All you're trying to do is stir up trouble, and what you don't want to do is wrestle in there. This guy's going to waste all day.
You admit it.
Hey,
you just don't want to wrestle.
No, I do want to wrestle, but I ain't getting beat up front. Hey, Joe, you be quiet and listen to us. We're tired of wasting the time. You're not going to sign the referee, and Jerry, you're not either. I'm going to sign the referee. Give me the card. Where's the card?
Well, if we can still find it, I don't know. Here it is, right here. Here.
Where's that low left Texan at anyway? Okay, Jerry, you're not going to have a choice in this, and you're not either. Why not? Is it your belt?
Hey, come on, Dutch. Will you get off of it?
This card, I'll sign Lance, and you don't have anything to do with it. There's not any vetoing it anymore. Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express will referee that match. Okay. No, he ain't going to referee it.
Yeah, he is going to referee it.
Why not? What's wrong with him?
Because I don't like him.
Well, maybe I do like him. So we got 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. I think he's fine. I think you just might as well admit it. Why don't you tell everybody you don't want to wrestle? You know it's your last shot, and you know, Dutch, I don't care who referees. If you're me, I wish you would slap me, brother. I don't care if your mother was refereeing. If your mother was refereeing, you couldn't beat me, Dutch.
Let me tell you one thing, and I want to tell everybody in this studio audience one thing. I want to tell everybody wrestling at home. I don't care if you got Reverend Ike, Jim Baker, Jimmy Swaggart, or whoever in that ring with you. You're not beating me, pal, because I'm going to walk out with not one belt. I'm going to walk out with 3 and have the AWA and the world-class people call me for a change.
Well, okay, fine, Dutch. Just take it out of here. We're tired of your malcontent and doing all of this trying to... Yeah, okay. Hey, listen, I don't have to stand out here. Just get on out of here. Okay, we'll put it down. Ricky Morton is the referee on the match. Let's take a break. I don't even know where we are, but it seemed to me a good time. Okay, we're going to be back into action here. It takes 60 seconds to tell you about all the matches that are coming up Wednesday night right there in the Evansville Coliseum. By the way, we want to remind you that next week, again, our championship wrestling will be on Channel 7, 1 to 2 o'clock right here on Saturday, so that's 1 to 2 again next week. Opening bout Wednesday night is going to be Frankie the Thumper Lancaster going against Scott Steiner. Then it'll be a CWA heavyweight title match when Wildcat Wendell Cooley will be putting it on the line against a former champion Big Phil Hickerson, make that PY Chew High. Bill Dundee and Tracy Smothers will be going against the Beauty and the Beast, and one that you bet is going to bring the roof right on down, a CWA Tag Championship match when Ricky Morton and Jeff Jarrett will be going against the current champs Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden, and then in a last chance at the World Heavyweight title, Dutch Mantell will be going against Jerry the King Lawler with Ricky Morton as the special referee. We got a six-man tag match coming up here in just one moment when Phil Hickerson / PY Chew High will be in the ring, and here he comes right now. Since his return from Japan, a total new attitude.
Phil Hickerson out here, son, I'm going to tell you, if I hear you say it again, I'm going to tear your esophagus right out of your throat, Jack. You know, I stood out here last week, right? And I told you that I had a movement come over me, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm into this Buddha. And so guess what? Guess what? My surprise is here. It arrived.
Yeah, you told us last week you had a surprise.
I got 2 of the greatest warriors, the Japanese warriors you've ever seen in your life. And right now, I want to introduce them to you, Lance Russell. I want to bring out Shogun, and the other is Killer. Whoa, come on out here. Come on out here. Yeah, look at here. Boy, you talk about the fine specimen. And it's not only that, I brought the Imperial one to manage all their affairs. Now, what more can you say, Lance Russell?
Kojo Yamamoto.
You don't understand.
Nobody understands.
Yeah, they do. Don't say nobody. I know exactly every word they're saying.
Okay, all right. You guys get the ring. Oh, boy, I tell you, that's what I needed for my day, was to have you back here again. Okay, come on, Tojo, take that stick and get it. Oh, man. We did not need that.
Oh, you're right about that. Well, it's a six-man match that we got here today. David Johnson, I beg your pardon. David Johnson, Mike Masters, up in the ring right now with their partner. And across the way, you've got Phil Hickerson, better known as P.Y. Chuhai. And the new Japanese team of Masamune Shogun and Shinji Samurai. Tojo Yamamoto in the corner.
Well, we're in fine shape on this one, Dave. There's one on the other side that I do not know. We got Masters and David Johnson, and I don't know which one is Shogun and which one is Samurai.
All right, that I know. That is Shogun just coming in right now.
Ooh.
And he is beating up on RK.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, do you think he didn't just nail him? Scott Smith, I'm informed, is the third one, and look at that Shogun take him around. He caught him with a side round kick, boy, that just took his jaw.
Scott Smith?
Yeah, here's David Johnson in there.
Yeah,
we know David. And Shogun Masamune is his full name, and he is in there really stomping on David Johnson. The knee of Samurai Shinji put up there. Johnson's head run into it, and Shinji follows him right in there. Shogun and Samurai back to the corner, slamming Johnson's head in, and there's a tag on the newly born P.Y. Chuhai. Johnson trying to fight his way back to the corner. Tag. And that's Masters,
yeah,
coming in.
Mike's a new face out of Panama City, Florida.
Ooh. Look at Chuhai nail him, and he has a little help from Shogun. Tag in the corner. Samurai up on the top rope. Masters presented to him, and he guillotines him and then slams him down. And I don't think there's too much doubt about this one, Dave. This carnage is over with. Wow. Man, oh man, did they eat them alive. I mean, absolutely not only didn't belong in the same ring, didn't belong in the same building. And look at this. They keep right on just butchering these young guys.
Well, I don't like the looks of that team either.
Boy, you got it.
They got Power, and they got Hickerson, Chuhai, pardon me, and they've got Tojo Yamamoto all in their corner. Wow.
When you got all of that, you sure don't need the plague to hit you, because you got troubles enough. There they are. The new... Hey, okay, Tojo. Yeah, we'll get into it later. I hope much, much later. We're going to take time out, and we're going to be back in just a moment. Yeah, we're going to be up on the ring here. Tag match coming up in just one moment. Hear a little music. And the wild-eyed Southern boy, Tracy Smothers, coming out. And the superstar, Bill Dundee. They're doing our next match here.
Well, I thought they didn't wrestle on nothing but a pink mat. They're supposed to be out here because he got my suit, and I wanted to beat him on television to show all the folks. Some people are sick, some in wheelchairs. They can't make it to the Coliseum. I asked the promotion to put the match on television. Oh, here we go now.
Yeah. No, you're right. There is no pink mat, but the Beauty and the Beast scheduled to wrestle out here.
Mr. Garvin couldn't be here today. Pookie got sick. He had to take, I don't care if you like it or not, Pookie had to go to therapy, but I'm here, and I'm here to fight because I just want to fight, and I'll take on either one of you guys. Flip a coin, the loser gets in the ring with me.
Oh, your little fairy friend can't be here, huh? Well, I'll tell you what, brother. I'll tell you what, Jack. Just get up and not ring Tracy. Let me fight this idiot.
Lance, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here because I know that goofy little fairy's running around here somewhere with that pink jumpsuit. So, Bill, you wipe up the mat with this bum right here. I'll be right here watching you back.
You got it.
Well, I guess we're down to a single match, David, as Bill Dundee hops in the ring, and Mark Goulin is in the ring also. The explanation of where Garvin was today was nauseating. I won't even repeat it.
Well, we're underway with Mark Goulin, the Beast, going against the superstar, Bill Dundee. Billy waded right into the match, hesitated not 1 second.
Billy really been hacked off about that pink jumpsuit of his. It had special meaning to him, and he was really upset about it being stolen from him, and Garvin's the one that ended up with it. I'll put it that way. Kind of won and about 3/4.
Look out, Tracy. Ooh, smothers Dale from behind by somebody in a uniform. That's got to, oh, that's Garvin. The hat's off.
Yeah, that is Garvin. Garvin in a security uniform. Dundee goes down. Look out. As Garvin slams Tracy into the post. Dundee thrown right over the top, right down onto the studio floor in there. And Garvin now jumping on Mark Goulin and slammed him into a post. Oh, yeah. Once again, they're back over on Smothers, and Goulin slams him with a chair. You guys are disgusting.
Look at this. You all said that I was too chicken to come out here last week. I did not steal that pink suit, Lance Russell. I bought that pink suit at a pawn shop.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Dundee is down and out. I bought it at a pawn shop, and this is how we're going to leave them. Every time we come to the ring, this is what they're going to look like.
Yeah, well, just leave. That's the part we're interested in. Just get it out of here. Garvin and Goulin, after Tracy was jumped from behind and slammed with that chair. Then they jumped in, double-teamed Dundee and got him out of there. Okay, we're going to take a break, and we're going to be back in just one moment. Wednesday night, we've got at least 3 title matches on the full card, and one of them that's a non-title bout is going to be one of those fights. We're talking about the Beauty and the Beast having to go in there against the superstar Bill Dundee and Tracy Smothers, and after what those guys did to you on this show the people are looking at.
That's right, Lance. I mean, Garvin, I got to hand you something, brother. You're picking this business up real quick. If you can't do it face-to-face, you do it from behind, and that's the only way you've done everything. You stole the suit when I wasn't looking. You've beat Tracy up 3 or 4 times when he ain't been looking. Well, I'm just going to tell you something, Garvin, and I'm going to tell you something, Beastie Boy. You better eat your Wheaties, because I'm coming to get my suit back, and I don't care what I got to do it, brother. If you're wearing it, I'm going to pull it right off you, and if you got nothing on underneath it, I really don't care. I just want my suit back, and Tracy Smothers got something for you, brother.
You got that right. Mr. Russell, I would have never dreamed that the guy would have come out there dressed in a security guard. I was looking for him to come out there with that pink suit on, you know, come dancing around like he did the other night. Well, that's fine, man. You hit me from behind with a chair, you posted me, hit me over the head, my back's sore, I got a big lump right here on my head, but I'm still here, man. The battle ain't over, guys. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and I don't see no fat ladies whistling Dixie, so you got to show up in Evansville to fight superstar Bill Dundee and the wild-eyed Southern boy Tracy
Smothers. So I'm going to tell you this. You want to fight, you want to kick, you want to punch, and you want to use chairs, you came to the right place. We'll be waiting on you right there in Evansville.
Beauty and the Beast going against Tracy Smothers and Bill Dundee. That's one of the bouts. And there additionally a last chance world heavyweight title match with Dutch Mantell challenging Jerry the King Lawler. Special referee assigned is going to be Rick Morton. Morton will be teaming with Jeff Jarrett himself to see if they can pull away those tag titles from Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden. All of that Wednesday. Okay, we're going to be back in the ring here in just a moment, but here comes the Tennessee Stud and some of the Stud stable.
That's right. You know, we have another gentleman here we had packed up directly from Florida, you know, right here in the midst of the winter when your body gets all white and all crisp and dried up and everything. We got your nice brown boy here. We're talking about Frankie the Thumper Lancaster, and if Frankie does well today, he's going to become part of our stable. But now let's move on to our title talk here. Jimmy, if you will notice, it's Danny right here, his title up in front of you to see, baby. I got mine right around my waist for everybody to see. And as you know, you've seen the rest. It's about time we talk about the best. And I'm going to be talking about the same team right here that went to Super Clash and tore Mr. Ricky Morton up, former world champion, and his partner, Robert Gibson. Now his partner, Robert Gibson. Shut up over there while I'm talking. His partner, Robert Gibson, ain't got guts enough to show up. And who steps in there beside him but Jeff Jarrett? Jeff Jarrett, we have whooped your butt so many times, boy. You ought to be down at the gas station pumping by now. And I'm going to promise you one thing, baby. Just as sure as I got this belt right here in my hand, that's where it's going to remain, right in our hands when the match is over. Am I right, Jimmy?
I want to know something, Ricky Morton. What kind of man would come around here and take a partner like this Jeff Jarrett? The baby has had a spoon in his mouth all his life. How much money is he paying you? I guess he's telling you, well, just maybe we might accidentally win them belts in all of his dreams. You'll never make it, boy, because you ain't got the good. You're looking at the good, brother. You're looking at the champions. We're going to stay that way.
You know something, Lance? We keep intimidating teams like we've been doing. We keep beating them easy as we've been beating them. We're going to have one problem in this CWA, and that's finding anybody that's got the fortitude, let alone the guts, baby, to be able to take on the greatest team of all time. Let's show them some stick.
Well, there's still a few teams left that are interested in getting in there with you. We'll find it out.
Lance, I'm going to help you over here today. Don't
Oh, gracious goodness.
Downtown good-looking Bruno, by God.
We're watching.
Okay, Dave.
All right, this is going to be a six-man tag team match. We have on one side of the ring Brian Lee, Scott Steiner, and I can't see the other, but it's supposed to be Alan Reynolds. Is it Alan?
Yes, Alan is back in the corner, right.
It's
hard to see through Fuller and Golden.
Got Fuller and Golden, the Tennessee Stud, Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, and their new partner today, Frankie the Thumper Lancaster. Frankie's out of Tampa, Florida. Fuller out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Jimmy Golden out of Montgomery, Alabama. Sylvia's in the corner. Bruno will be over here running his mouth undoubtedly.
Well, I guess that's the only thing good you can say about it is the fact that when he's over here, at least he's not messing in the ring in there.
This is true.
Okay, bell time, and here we go. Starting out, Jimmy Golden
against Alan Reynolds.
Alan Reynolds is the man. Yowza. We'll be seeing Lancaster in action for the first time right here today. It's the Thumper's first appearance in our championship wrestling.
You talk all day, Russ. You know what downtown Bruno has something to say. Now you look over here. You got the Stud stable. You got the Tennessee Stud, Robert Fuller. He speaks for himself. The #1 wrestler in the CWA today. You got the beautiful Miss Sylvia at ringside, assisting the Stud stable. You got Jimmy Golden, the Southern gentleman, gorgeous Jimmy Golden. Arguably the greatest tag team wrestler going today. You got Frankie the Thumper Lancaster. This man has got a body that would make Greek gods cry, tears of envy, go green with jealousy, because this is a body, this is a wrestler, and this is a man with the yellow tights on, baby. And right here, naturally, you got downtown good-looking Bruno, the best-looking man at this announcer's table right now, because you and Dave ain't got it. See, downtown Bruno is a good-looking son of a gun. And people, I want you to remember one thing. It don't matter who comes and who goes, downtown Bruno stays. And you know what else? All the women know it, and all the wrestlers know it, because I am without a doubt. See, no problem. See, I was talking. I'm not concerned about some funk like this. I am, like I was saying before you interrupted.
He should have been concerned about it if Fuller hadn't have gone in there without a tag and kicked him, it would have been all over.
Well, I knew Fuller would do it, see, because it's a team, see. One step ahead of the game. It's like human chess. Your opponent makes a move, you make a move, you got to keep thinking. 1, 2, 3 steps ahead. Now, Scott Steiner, Brian Lee, and Alan Reynolds, they're lucky they can remember their name. They're lucky they can lace their boots, let alone compete with the stud stable. You know what I'm talking about? Fuller, Golden, Lancaster, Sylvia, and Bruno. We're a unit. We're all here together. Sid Vicious isn't here today because he didn't think it was important enough to bother with these idiots over here. And, you know, he was talking about you and Dave also, Lance. I don't want to leave you two out of the idiot category. But, see, we got a guy like Downtown Bruno. You know what I mean? I am the best manager in professional wrestling today, and everybody knows it. You ever see that movie, Rain Man? A lot of people think I look like Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? A lot of people think you look and act like Dustin Hoffman. I'm going to start calling you Lance Rain Man Russell because you're pretty goofy. And unless you sit here and tell everybody that Downtown Bruno is the best-looking man in wrestling today, then you are goofy, because it sure ain't you, and it sure ain't Dave. And as far as tag team competition, 2-man, 3-man, even a 1-man tag team look no further than a stud stable, because Fuller, Golden, Lancaster, Vicious, Hickerson, whoever, they can take on any tag team by themselves, 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 3 at a time. It doesn't matter. And they never need anything more than guidance and observation from Downtown Bruno and a lot of pretty from Miss Sylvia, because we don't never interfere. The reason Sylvia carries that kendo stick, Lance Russell, is to defend herself from bullies like Bill Dundee, Jeff Jarrett. They're bullies, constantly wanting to hit a woman. So she carries that stick strictly for self-protection. She does not use that stick to hit anybody. She doesn't use it to interfere in any matches, just like Downtown Bruno. You have never seen me interfere in a professional wrestling match, because that is not what I'm here for. I do not interfere. I'm here to show a little bit of pretty to all the ladies, but they can look, but they better not touch. Just like when you go into Kmart, if you break it, you bought it, see, and you touch me, I might break a sweat because some big, fat, ugly hog touched me. So if you break it, you bought it. When I say you bought it, it means I'll knock you out.
Right. Okay, Bruno, that's enough. We listened to your rambling on there. We want to get back to the action as Jimmy Golden takes a shot from Scott Steiner, who whips him across the ring. Bam, foot in the midsection. And peels him out of there with a hip toss to the center of the ring, and Scott Steiner looking very good. Tough competition, no question about it. Fuller, Golden, and Frankie the Thumper Lancaster is the third man. We've seen a little of Lancaster, primarily the stud stable head. Fuller and Golden.
You know what I forgot to tell you, don't I?
I didn't know that there could possibly be anything left.
It's like Mama says, Lance, it bees that way sometimes. Look at this here, it bees that way sometimes, Lancer.
Good drop kick from Lancaster, 1, and Reynolds shakes him as he looked like he was going in an excellent position for a pin. Lancaster hammers the head right in there.
How many people from Tennessee does it take to eat a skunk? Huh? Well, here's the answer. 3. 1 to eat it and 2 to watch for cars. Ah, I love it. Oh, yeah, Mama says it bees that way sometimes.
Just when I think I've heard the lowest end of Downtown Bruno, up comes something new. Big, tall suplex. I mean, he really took him up in the air. And as Brian Lee and Scott come through there, Fuller picks up Reynolds. Lancaster snapped his head over the top rope. And over here on the side,
they got him out on the floor.
Yep.
Lancaster nailed him. Got him again. Got him with a chop right in the throat. Bruno took a swing at him while he was over here. Why you go interfering in a match again?
You know why Robert Fuller's from Knoxville? Because he knocks everybody out. I think that's pretty funny, don't you? I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Dundee's listening. Oh, Rick Morton and Jeff Jarrett and Bill Dundee.
Reynolds out on the floor again. And look at Sylvia slamming away as Scott Steiner and Brian Lee come rolling over to be certain that Allen gets a reasonable break out there. Jimmy Golden scoops him up and slams him down center of the ring. There's a cover. I don't know. I didn't think he had him. It didn't make any difference. He picked him up anyhow.
Did not go for the full count of 3.
What do I do next? Try to pick on me? Come on now.
Fuller, big foot right in the lower spine. And
Reynolds just missed the tag. He was very close to the tag on Steiner, but didn't get it.
So he stays in, and the punishment goes on as the thumper, Frankie Lancaster, hooks the leg, takes him down, and now catapults him over towards the corner. Ooh.
I kind of like you, but then again, I like athlete's foot.
Okay, we are looking now as Lancaster sets him up over.
We're about 7 minutes into this action. 7 minutes in the first fall here, and we've had a... Oh, look at Lancaster snap him off the ropes, down onto the mat, counts at 2. This may be it. It is it. First fall is history, and the stud stable has the win.
He suplexed him right off that rope. We got to take time out. We'll check our time and see about another fall in just a moment. Time to say bye-bye.
Oh,
bye-bye.
Bye. The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of championship wrestling.